Say something.
Ready?
I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Okay. We on? Oh, wait, I have to see if people can actually hear us, though, before you go anywhere.
I have the.
Still says streaming soon on Twitch.
Hold on.
Oh, and look.
Hear you.
Okay. So sorry about that, everybody. First time streaming, and you guys can hear us, so that's awesome. Hello, and welcome to the Dying Kingdom on the Greyhawk channel. This is our session 0. So we are going to be really loosey goosey, and we're going to have some fun. And someone's laughing at the other stuff. Get out of here. Sorry, everybody. So I'm Danny, and I'm going to be the DM here, and I want to just have everybody go around the table and say hi. Introduce yourselves.
Where are we starting? I can't see the table because I'm not.
Oh, I don't know. Let's start with Nathan, because
Yeah, Nathan.
Hey,
Put you on
what's
the
going
spot,
on?
man.
Oh, no, it's all good. I'm Nathan Bailey, and I'm glad to be on. We'll see what happens.
Woo!
My name's Rich. I'm Quixotic on Twitter, and I'm excited to play this game.
Any one of my beautiful ladies.
I keep forgetting that I'm in the wrong. I'm gonna have some problems with audio because I'm so used to Zoom audio. Anyway, my name is Abby, also known as Abigator Frenzy on Twitter, and this is my first time on the Greyhawk channel, and I'm so excited. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
And I am Laura Hutton, but so we're gonna see how this goes.
It'll be great. And especially tonight, because tonight is, like I said, session 0. We're going to talk about things. We're going to set. Oh, I forgot the rule. RPG Academy rule. When somebody says session 0, you have to drink. It's just tradition.
So we got 2 in the
At
queue.
least. So our campaign is going to take place in the Great Kingdom, which I'm new to Greyhawk. I was a Realms girl and Dragonlance girl, and reading about Greyhawk can be overwhelming because there's so much to it. And then Awesome Shane, I said, really fucked up. I love it, and he was absolutely right because it really is.
Okay. I am playing Lyceum Ignotium Ali. Lyceum is a young man, probably 17, 18 or so. Good-looking kid, likes to talk a lot. Will end up saying, again, I think I said this earlier, we'll probably use 5 words when 2 words could do. Likes to talk himself into situations and out of situations, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. So Lyceum is fairly new to the city where we're at. A traveler from a city close by. We've yet to kind of figure that out. But Lyceum will be is a trader. His family, that's what his family is. See what it's all about and see what he can get up to.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about that. Just 1 second. We're laggy, and I think I have a solution to that. So give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm sorry about the lagginess. That all the bugs are going to come out. So you said you're a trader. What kind of trader again?
So right now he is looking to do cloths and silks, things like that. So that's what his family's been in for a while, and that's where he's looking to see where they can expand into this market.
I thought you said trader, like you stabbed somebody in the back.
Oh, no.
That's what I thought
not yet.
too.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Always the problem with that word.
Mm-hmm. And you are a human rogue?
Yes, Lyceum's a human rogue.
All right. Have you ever been in love?
I would say Lyceum falls in love regularly, probably every little bit. He falls in and out of love. I think it's kind of a game to him. He likes to talk to people, like anybody. He likes to talk and be talked to. So that interaction is what he's kind of feeling off of. Probably, yes. Does he love someone in a mature way? No.
You are dropping out too, audio-wise. I did not catch that last part.
I would say he's in love regularly, but has he actually loved? No.
Nothing to break your heart with then, huh?
Not yet.
No, and where's your family?
My family is in one of the surrounding cities.
Okay. So
And we-
you are going...
Yeah, I knew this, and at this point, I may have gotten a contact that my family sent with me, but that's it.
All right. And Jim is saying the pitcher has appeared to leave us. So we're trying to get all these technical bugs out of here. We're sorry there. So
This is
hopefully,
what
this is what
session
it's all
0 is
about.
for.
This is why we have session 0, because our story is going to really start next week. But you're going to choose your adventure this week. All right. All right, Abby, what about you? What did you roll up for us?
Abby, your audio's out.
All right.
Sorry, I
out.
did the same thing with everybody.
You're good now.
Okay. See, yeah, I did the same thing. Are we good? Is everybody good?
No, we are not good. So we're going to put on, give me 1 second. We're going to go back to the, I'm sorry, guys, and we'll start fresh.
Trust me, it's totally good.
Luckily, you can't see my hands.
There you go.
I could be doing anything.
All right, I guess we're back up. Can you turn the volume up? Okay. Just let us know when the volume is up. Okay, volume's up. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. This is our first time streaming on here, not our first time playing, but all the trouble. So we're just going to start from scratch again because I'm sure it was really laggy. So welcome to the Dying Kingdom. It is our 5th edition D&D campaign in Greyhawk, and it's going to take place in the Great Kingdom, which is a really messed up, wonderful place. And this is our session 0, which is going to be really laid back. We're going to go over characters, and we're going to get some adventure hooks. And you guys, the characters, are going to tell us where our story is going to go, because it's not my story, it's yours. So let's start by introducing your characters.
All right, let me go first.
Yeah, just do that all over again. You're a great
All
person.
right. Well, yeah. But first up was a total warm up. I'm Nathan Bailey, and Nathan E. Bailey on Twitter. I will be playing Lyceum Ignotium Aline. He's a young man, probably 16, 17, good-looking kid. He is actually a rogue human. He will be trying to talk himself into situations and out of situations that he gets into. He's a recent comer to the city. His parents are actually traders. They trade in silk and spices and things like that, and have sent him to the city in order to make some contacts. A name or two that's his contact, but he doesn't know really much what's going on. He's basically just using this time to get into some trouble and hopefully get out of trouble. So we'll see what happens.
And I had asked you earlier, had you ever been in love before?
And Lyceum he is an emotional person. He's going to fall in love and out of love very quickly, probably. Whims and fancies doesn't really matter to him. Just trying to do some new things and kind of say. So I would say yes, he's probably been in love, but not any kind of anything meaningful to it.
Okay. And we are working on the robot voices just for in chat there. We're getting our connections hardwired. So we have one. All right, and your parents, you said they are out of a different place in the great city. Are they still alive?
Yes, they are. Very much so.
Brothers and sisters?
He has one older brother and no sisters.
Okay. So do you have anybody else in particular that you really care about?
No, I think right now he's pretty selfish, and he wants to do what he wants. He his dad has kind of showed him, his mom and dad are rule the house and told him exactly what he needs to do. So he sees this as a way to kind of get out from underneath their say and do whatever he wants to do. And so I don't think he has anyone that's really close to him right now.
Okay. Very cool. Abby.
Oh, here I am. Hello.
Here you are.
Here I am. All right. So my name is Abby. You can find me on Twitter at AbigatorFrenzy. And so for this campaign, I'm going to be playing a human named Amara. Now, Amara has been a part of this city for all of her life. Basically, she grew up in an orphanage, no parents to speak of. Kind of grew up in the streets until she and one of her friends got started in, you could say, like a movement or something. There's a whole story behind that, but we'll get into that later, won't we? So anyway, at this point, she's been in the city for a long time, and she has made a deal. She has made a pact, and she has these new weird powers that she's not sure if she likes or not. She feels a little bit blindsided by this deal, but she's kind of coming to terms with all of like the crazy things that go with this pact. And she's playing I'm a warlock, or she's a warlock. So that's where the pact comes in.
Nice. Do you know who you made the pact with?
See, and this is something that I wanted to talk to you about, because I'm either thinking the Fiendish patron or there's the Raven Queen one, but I want to make it something specific for this campaign.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So if we can talk later about...
Well, and that's where we can talk to chat too, because we have a lot of knowledgeable people, and we can also bounce it off our really cool Greyhawk Discord after this. They're always willing to help.
Chat, please help me. My knowledge of Greyhawk is very limited.
Okay.
I need your
So
help.
yes, Abby. Oh, what race are you, Abby?
A human.
Human. Playing a human warlock, not evil though.
No.
But you have made a pact with somebody, and so we'll need some help figuring out who the appropriate pact person would be.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about that murder or death, or you want to keep that under your belt for now?
Let's just say that my friend was killed very, very traumatically, and that death has led her to make this pact.
Okay. I can't hear
Goodies.
this story. Yeah. All right. And have you ever been in love, Abby? Your character,
Oh yes.
Amara. Yes. Oh, can you
Mhm.
tell us about it?
One person from her past. I'm guessing if you guys want the really like angsty, like her friend. Yeah, she's been in love, and that person's dead now. So
All right. That seems appropriate for
Yeah.
the Great Kingdom. So that works totally. All right, Laura.
So I am playing a fighter named Kiri. Kind of my idea for her is that she is like a fierce warrior and she has fought in battle, lost her battle, and is now a drunkard alone. And that's what this town hangs out in the tavern all day and just drinks to forget.
That's a song from Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know if you've ever heard that. Oh no, it's Dance to Forget. My bad.
Close enough.
So you sit in the tavern. Oh, what is the name of that tavern? Very important.
No, I don't know.
Oh, we gotta make it up.
Pick it up.
All right. Any ideas for the name of the tavern, everybody?
Gargling swallow.
Oh shit. Does it do anything else? Like, is there a back room?
There could be if you
Okay.
pay the right price.
Does the gargling swallow work for you? We have a tavern. That's going to be a mouthful after a few beers.
Oh, I bet.
So what was this big defeat? Can you tell us any more about it?
The way that I picture it is she of a kingdom, like she was a frontline defender of a kingdom under siege, and she's out there fighting and was much bigger.
Well, no, this will work perfectly after the questions I'm going to ask after that. So we'll leave that there, and we will do some determining of that. And Abby, we have some suggestions for you in chat there. Listen,
I am
Leisha
writing them
learn.
all down. Yeah.
and I will say that Ouija, we're
Mhm.
going to see some of him because, Rich,
I am playing Carver Vorheim, who is a half-orc cleric. I don't know how much I want to go into the backstory. He grew up in a temple to Ouijas, and he has some pretty messed up stuff in his past.
well, you know that you're going to be absolutely hated in the Great Kingdom, correct? You're half orc. You're going to have some
Well,
trouble.
I know that.
Okay.
Not
all
so
right.
much, because he never left the temple growing up, so
Okay.
he only has experience with the people he grew up with who accepted him because of the conditions with how he was born. So he has no idea that half orcs are hated. He knows orcs are hated,
Mhm.
but he figures, well, I've got human in me. I don't know.
Okay. And who was raising you? Were they humans or?
Yes, yeah. Everybody in the temple were humans. So his father is a human, and his mother is actually an orc.
Okay. You don't know anything about your parents though?
Well, I have a story that my father told me,
Mm-hmm.
but and I believe it wholesale. So I don't know. Do you want me to go into that story? Do we want to say that maybe for character interactions later on?
That's totally up to you.
Yeah, I feel like I
Say
want to
that.
hold on to that one.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. All right. So, Laura and Rich, love in your lives of characters? This is important.
I think Curie loved one person. But that was in her kingdom. That
Mhm.
is for all she's
Your
there you
your
go.
audio is breaking
was
up
about
a
to
little bit for me. I don't know if it
Mhm.
is for anybody else.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. So I kind of missed that. Could you just say that one more time? I'm sorry.
She's loved one person. That was in her old is so for all the
All right. Oh, so much lost love. It's only going to get worse.
Yeah, and Carver, no love, nothing like that. He's been all about duty growing up. So, and the temple was all men. So it's never been a thing on his list of concerns. It's always been duty first.
Well, we're starting out level 0, so there's a long time to explore those routes if there's something you wanted to do.
Sure.
So, for story's sake, we are going to say that you were all in the same town and you all know each other. But the big question is this town. We are not going to take a town out of the book. We are going to be in the Great Kingdoms, but I want you to help me build this town. And to do that, I have to tell you a little bit about the Great Kingdom. And because you're all from there, you'll have some basic knowledge of what's going on, but not any of the secrets you're going to have to unfold there. So the Great Kingdom is ruled by an overlord. And at this current time, it is Ivid the Fifth. He rules by
Vivid?
Ivid. If I'm saying it right, I'm sure chat will tell me otherwise because I'm really bad at pronunciation. It's Ivid the Fifth. And the way overlords have worked in the past, you hear stories about houses getting slaughtered and killing all the other relatives. It's a pretty bloody process. And they rule this great kingdom, which has all these cities and provinces in it. And in them, there are princes that run those certain areas. Well, there's been some unrest, and some of those outer cities have tried to revolt from Ivid. So, they're trying to separate themselves and make their own thing. So, I need to know from all of you, do you want to be one of the cities that is loyal to the Overking? Or do you want to be one striving for independence?
Personally, for my story, I think it would be good to either be in a city that has really recently been driving for independence from this
Okay.
overlord. If that's
Good.
okay with you guys.
I was leaning more towards rebellion, anyways.
Okay.
That or maybe we're on the cusp. Maybe they haven't figured out what they're going to do yet.
I like that.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so some unrest there. How do you all feel about it? Are you behind that? Like, are you personally all loyal to Overking? And you can all have different views, obviously. Are you likewise on the cusp, or is somebody like, no, let's get the hell out of here?
I feel like Carver doesn't care about leaders. He follows Weejas, and that's it.
Okay.
Leaders come and go, but she's forever. So, anybody else?
I think at my
No, go on.
I think at Curie's best, she loyal. Right now she doesn't care. But if she were better.
And it doesn't have to be a definite thing now. Just some ideas of you know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Amara definitely used to be very, very outspoken about her dislike of the overlord and her wanting independence and feeling that that would be the best for the city. Now she's not so sure. She's thinking there might be some safety, some security in having one ruler. She's seen what unrest can do. She's seen what that kind of rebellion and uprising, the effect and I guess the casualties that can befall the people who are doing the rebellion. So she's not sure if it's worth the sacrifice anymore.
Okay.
And from Lyceum's sake, he talks a big game about not really caring about what happens, and whenever we get together or talk, it's all business opportunities and what he thinks they can make out of it. But you can see that there's some worry lines in his eyes and some things that may be going a little deeper.
Very good. All right. And so you all know the Great Kingdom is really in turmoil right now. So you have threats from the outside as well. There's orcs that are trying to invade. You have barbarians. You know, and there's a lot of other stuff you don't know about. You just know that there is chaos and overwhelming sense of doom and despair as shit is starting to go pretty bad everywhere. Now, just a few more questions. Probably the most important one of the night. What is the name of the city? Tell me.
I feel like town is probably better.
Okay, so it's a small province.
Mhm.
All right. And just a name.
I'm so bad at naming things, guys.
I am too. That's why I'm asking you.
Wait. I'm googling town names, guys.
All right, while
Town
you're
names.
Googling town names, you also need to Google the or think of the name of the prince of this town. Who is running this town and who is actively trying to separate themselves from Ivid there?
Tarnstead, Iron Forge, Forest Forge, Oldham, or Oldham. If we want to be known for our ham, we could be Oldham. You guys, I really. Anybody?
I'm
not
thinking.
great at names either. I'm about to play.
There's
the
some
same
there's some
game you're
names in
playing.
chat.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
what we got in
It-
chat?
Idovine from Leecham, and Sanozus from Dice Cam Fan. Sazonus, I'm terrible.
I feel like Edonvine is easier to pronounce.
Yeah. So I'm
Edozanus.
gonna trip over that one.
All right, and
Wrong.
we have a name for our prince too in chat, guys, from Leecham. If you want to do that, using what Dice Cam suggested for the town.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Use both.
I
of them.
like that.
I like
All
it.
right.
That too.
I'm gonna actually write this down
So
because
am I.
I will
Dylan
forget,
Assassin.
and it'll probably be the only thing I write down tonight. All right. All right, beautiful. And do you guys like each other? How did you all meet?
Lyceum will strike up a conversation with anybody over anything, over any time, doesn't matter. So very personable, very outgoing, has only met friends and those he wants to be his friend. So from his sake, he probably would strike up, would find this, if we're in a smaller town, probably this at the center of everything. So he would probably hang out here a lot and try to meet each and every person that comes in.
Are we saying that this this tavern that Kiri likes to hang out at also has rooms? Probably maybe the only place that has rooms?
Yeah, not maybe not the only place, but the only place where you wouldn't fear getting bugs in them, which is really surprising because of the name. You'd think that was crawling with things, but they actually keep everything very clean.
Okay.
Perhaps
yeah.
that's due to gargling with salt water.
Yeah, I'd say Carver probably went there for lodging. He doesn't drink, so he probably sits in the corner, and I would assume Lyceum probably came up and started talking to him, and he's not good with people because he only grew up with a small amount of people and got very familiar with them and never had to really meet new people. So he's not a big conversationalist, and he probably tolerated Lyceum.
And Lyceum loves that. You don't have to be in much of a conversation. Just sit there and listen.
Yeah, it was probably more of like he didn't push you away, but he wasn't really talking to you.
Yeah.
You're probably just eating and grunting, and you're like, "Oh, that means he's talking to me."
You have a friend.
I pinned a note to my mom, told him I made my first friend.
And half orc.
I left that
She
part
must be
out.
so proud.
Mhm.
And ladies, how do you know these guys?
I feel like with not Lyceum. I'm sorry. One more time. We've got Lyceum and
Carver.
Carver. I'm gonna have to write these down.
I'm gonna think of, like,
KARVR.
Like carving
Alright.
like a carcass.
Yeah. I feel like with you, because I'm really liking the kind of similarity of but she's Amara is very like spacey. I have a feeling she would just kind of like go up to you at a bar. You have an aura about you. Very interesting. And just kind of like you'd see her every now and again. And every time you'd see her, she'd do this real creepy, like, stare too long. And she has no idea about personal space. She'll get right up in your business, just like stare you in the eyes, eye contact without blinking for long periods of time. Just so I feel like that's how she met Carver. Lyceum, I feel like Lyceum probably started a conversation with me and she just kind of like went off with it like, oh yes, yep, of course. Mm-hmm. No, makes total sense. Whatever.
Mara, did you
And-
roll your eyes when you said that? Or no?
Me?
Yeah.
It would depend on what we were talking about.
So I'm getting the impression that basically everybody who meets Carver, he's like right in the middle of a meal and they interrupt him. So he's like eating and then he's like
Yeah,
just
and
keeps on
then,
eating and they continue to talk.
In
I'm sorry. What was Laura? What was your character's name again?
It's a top of it.
Can you repeat
So
that one
like
more time?
those. Yeah, K I
Oh.
on top.
you say it so cool. I don't know if I can say it like you do, but the
We're gonna work
Kerry.
Kitty.
Kiri.
So yeah, Kiri's. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carver's going to pronounce it cute.
Okay.
He's not going to do the nice flourish.
Yeah, I'll probably be bad at that too.
Kiri.
And how did you meet all these folks? Oh, it looks like Laura's video has
Every day.
frozen.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Who?
Okay, you're here. We're back.
Okay,
We're
good.
back. Okay.
Rock on. I like I said, she spends all day, every day. And so, well, but she's not like getting up from her chair to go meet people. If they come in and talk to her, she'll sit there and she'll listen until she passes out, and then when she gets back up. So
If you're not a very talkative drunk, I feel like eventually Lyceum and Amara would have driven Carver to go sit next to you because you're quiet.
I could see a conversation between Amara and Lyceum, basically at your table while you're eating, and you're like, listen, I gotta, and just picking up your stuff and going over and sitting by Kiri.
Yeah, not even saying anything.
Yeah, just
you two sit down. He stands up, walks over, and sits next to Carrie. But like, Abby, we can't hear you again.
So next week we'll work on
Never
all our
mind.
connection speeds and getting our mics all toned up for everybody when we dive into the story. So if you're watching, expect next week to have more flowing.
Yeah. But no, just like laying my hand on Kiri's shoulder, being like, I sense I sense pain in you. You are not happy. You are so young. Just be happy. And that's all.
All right. So you four know each other. You've sat and you've had plenty of beers with each other, and it's pretty typical you guys to meet up at night and have some beers in the tavern. Is that pretty accurate?
Well, Carver would probably either be drinking like milk or something non-alcoholic.
Okay, fair enough. I'll drink your share. Don't worry. Oh, the stream is getting choppy. I'm sorry, guys. We will work on that for next week too. We're gonna try and get connection speeds up and fix that. So sorry, Grumbleskin. Thank you for telling us that. With their experience with robot voices. Robot voices. Is everybody muted in Zoom just to make sure? Okay.
Yeah, that was me probably. I unmuted it for a second, so that might have been the robot voices.
No worries.
I apologize.
So we're gonna do a typical day for each of you, or we're gonna start with who wants to go first because we're gonna get into a little bit of this world.
I'll go.
Okay. Tell me about your typical day there.
So I think Lyceum gets up mid-morning, is not in too much of a hurry to get anything done. Again, he's trance wanting to do. So he strolls around the town meeting people and just he keeps a small notebook where he keeps names and people's he may draw a little bit just to kind of put a face to the name, just trying to make some associations with people, and it's just trying to get around as much as he can. He may probably during the heat of the day, he may try to come back to the tavern and have a meal and probably sit and talk with Mara Carrie if she's up yet from being passed out the night before, and then goes back out in the afternoon and may do some trading in the merchant district. If there's a little place where they have stalls, things like that, he probably just meets with people, then talks with them about their goods and about what he's saying that he can bring in for them, stuff like that.
Sure.
Spends a few hours doing that, and then and he probably disappears. No one really knows where he goes. Probably 2 or 3 hours that he's off doing something else, and then about the time that everything starts to really get going back in the tavern, he shows back up in fine form.
Okay. So we'll say it's the morning, and it's a beautiful morning in your town that I already forgot the name of. And you are on the outskirts of it, so you're close to where the woods start to go, and you're strolling around observing like you usually do. And out of the woods runs a little boy with this shit-eating grin, and he's just so excited and so happy. He poof smacks right into you.
Greetings, my good man.
Hi, it is a good day, isn't it?
It
It's
is a
super.
wonderful day.
I have a gold piece.
Where did you get a gold piece?
There was this little guy in the woods, and he was running, and I was playing hide and seek, and it fell out of his purse.
Where was this? That is amazing.
It's that way. It's over there. And she
Okay.
can point to a direction.
I think Lyceum would see if the kid goes back into town and kind of look around, start to amble that way and see if he can find him a gold piece or two.
Yeah. So you see the little kid run into, right into the center of town with all his friends, and they're all gathering around, and he's like got this big gold piece, and he's holding it up like, it's all glorious, and feel a little warm spot in your heart, but you're thinking, gosh, I want some of that in my pocket.
Absolutely.
This beautiful you strolling through the woods, and we're not going to do too many rolls today or things like that. We're just going to set some scenes here. I don't think die in character creation. That's kind of funny. All right. So you're following the directions that the boy gave you, and out of the corner of your eye, you catch some movement.
So I think Lyceum kind of drops the more, he gets a little more serious and starts to really try to look around. He's not been in the woods much. That's not his place, so he's not looking for tracks or anything. So I think as he sees the movement, he kind of spots and tries to really stare at it to see which way it's moving, where it's going.
Okay. It is moving deeper and deeper into the woods.
Lyceum would follow.
Okay. And because we're not rolling tonight, you are, thieving is what you do. You're rogue, you're fast. You are eventually going to catch the point where you see it is a short little, you don't know what it is, creature running through the woods, definitely a humanoid form in purple robes. And as he's running, you hear like a jingle, jingle, jingle.
I think Lyceum would Lyceum call out to him. I guess this is where I set the character. I don't think Lyceum would call out to him. I think Lyceum would try to almost skirt up beside him without following the exact trail that he's on.
Sure thing. All right. As you get closer, you hear a big roll of thunder come in, and all of a sudden the sky goes dark, and the rain just starts pounding down, and the little guy like starts to shake and just starts running faster.
Headed deeper into the woods, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lyceum would keep track of him for a little bit, but then would kind of keep a track on his back trail as well to make sure he can get right back.
Sure thing. So as the rain is pouring, you see this little guy running, and all of a sudden you see him just relax, and he's just straightening out his cloak, and he looks like he's drying himself off, but it's raining all around you.
He stopped.
Yes.
I think I try to get within a little bit of him and call out to him.
Okay. How close are you getting to?
Probably 20, 25 feet.
Okay. He hears your voice, and he just starts to back up a little bit.
Greetings and salutations.
One thing you do notice about him now, as you're closer, it is not raining where he is. It's not raining around him.
Hello. What trick are you using to where it's not raining upon you? I'm afraid my clothes are getting sodden with water.
Not my trick. Trick of the ancients. You shouldn't be here.
Where should I not be? I'm allowed to be anywhere. I just wanted to meet with you. Hello.
Hello. I have to go.
No, come back. Let us talk. Let us talk.
About what? Are you like that little boy? Are you going to just make me fall over and say you're sorry?
Oh, no, I would apologize. I'm actually here to apologize for the young child.
Do you have the gold piece you stole from me? The 5 gold pieces he stole from me?
I may have something if you have something to trade. Nothing is free, my friend. And I give him the best smile I have.
Let's see the gold.
All right, I pull out what is assuredly 2 gold and show him 1, but I have 2 in my hand.
It's not 5.
He didn't take 5, now did he, my friend? If I give you 2, that's double what you lost. And then I kind of rub the 2 together.
You want a secret?
You want gold?
Yes.
Okay, 1 now and 1 after the secret. How about that?
Throw it.
All right, I flip him 1 of them.
Okay. He catches it. Says, this road is magical. The other gold.
That's what you have for me. I can tell it's magical. You see he kind of loses it for just a second. I can tell it's magical. It's not raining on you. I mean, yes, you're right. It is magical. Where does it go? And I'll give you the other gold.
I heard treasure. That's where I'm going.
There's treasure where you're going?
Yes. There's all kinds of things. That's why I'm going.
Where is this that you're going?
Down the road. I have to go. Give me that gold.
All right, my friend. Here you go. And I flip him the other gold.
And he catches it. And he starts running off. fast as it can, and it's not raining where he is.
Is it not raining as it moves? As he moves away, is it not raining, or is it just not raining in that spot?
No, so it is not. As he moves, it is not raining.
Okay, that's what I thought. I kind of want to walk over to where he is, and if I can't really tell where he's going, I kind of leave it alone.
Sure. So as you're walking forward, you get to a certain point and you feel this heat just like flush through your body, and then like a cool like breeze come, and all of a sudden, it's not raining on you. It's actually incredibly comfortable.
I think Lyceum would spin around. Well, well, well. What have we here? And try to figure out what in the world's going on.
Okay. Can you roll? Now I said you might need to use your skills, so I'm going to want you to use a skill right now. Can you roll for me a local history or arcana?
All right, I will surely do that. I roll a d20 and roll
First
an
roll.
18.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Arcana, I have +2, and history, I have +2. So 20, unnatural.
Okay. Unnatural.
It's
Well,
not going to
all
get
right.
better than this.
Unnatural. But that's okay because you have heard stories of magical roads made by the ancient mages of the Great Kingdom. And these roads would just make them be able to travel and trade easily. It protected them from weather. There were no conditions they were not known about, and old magic.
I think Lyceum would want to kind of start marking the trail where only he would be able to find it. He knows thieves can't, so he knows ways to put things and do things where other people might not even notice it, where there's a bent branch or a leaf or a rock somewhere, and kind of mark it on his way out of the forest, backing out.
Yeah, no problem. You can do that, and you'll easily be able to find your way back there.
And then as he comes back into town, he's a little lighter of gold and a little lighter of step, but he has a pretty good smile on his face. He thinks he's found something.
All right.
Nice.
Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
Oh, okay. So tell me about your day.
So, Carver came to Edovine because of a dream he had, but the dream wasn't very descriptive. It just showed him walking into the town and like the town sign. So like that's how he found it. And so he's trying to figure out why he was sent here. So most mornings he wakes up and he meditates for a good amount of time, communicating with his deity, and either he'll just do the cross-legged typical pose, or he'll do like a complex like yoga pose. Like sometimes he'll do an assisted headstand. Other times he might be just doing like the tree. And after he's done that, he goes down, he eats breakfast, usually lots of eggs and bacon. And then he just wanders around the town, like watching the people, just to see like why was he sent here? What's special about this town? He doesn't talk to the people because he's not a good conversationalist. So he just kind of like wanders around and people watches.
Sure. The people of this town, you've been here for a while, so at least this small section of it is used to you. They've thrown their eggs at you. They don't want to waste any more food. They've spit at you. They're tired of being dehydrated. They're just trying. They're indifferent and they're trying to ignore you. So, what do you wear? Do you worship? Say his name again.
Ouijas.
Ouijas. Do you wear symbols of Ouija?
Yeah, I have I wear black metal scale mail that is very weathered. It looks like it's been patched a bunch of times, and I've got like shoulders and gauntlets, and then I wear a gray tabard with a black outline and the flaming skull of Ouijas on the chest.
Nice.
And so that's kind of how I wander around.
Okay. So you are well pronounced as a cleric. Well, as you're wandering around, another obvious cleric approaches you. It is a human, and he has very fine robes on, and he has the symbol of Baltus. guys in chat, I'm probably butchering it. It's the Pholtus god. And you know that he is a good aligned, it is a good aligned god, and not anybody that has given you grief while you're here. And he says, "Greetings, fellow worship."
Hi.
It is nice to see someone without Hextor's symbol on them.
Okay.
Are you dumb?
No.
Well, then perhaps you can help.
With what?
I need someone outside of our circle. Our temples are being looted all throughout the Great Kingdom. In our local one, it has been destroyed. Well, not destroyed in structure, but in spirit. As our great charm in the center to Fultus has been stolen.
Well, it's not like Fultus is anything special. Like, Ouijas is the true deity.
Heresy, he is the god of fate.
Death is
Will you help us or not? I asked another cleric to help us, and he never came back.
so he's weak.
Possibly. Or the enemy is strong.
I'm stronger than any enemy.
We will pay you dearly when you return. I'm going to change it to a chalice of light. Yeah.
Hmm?
I'm going to change it to a chalice. A chalice of light.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, lead the way.
You know where the temple is. You'll have to search for clues in the site.
You're not gonna even help me?
I can't be in this. They'll get me too. You'll have to find your own help.
Just as I suspected. Weakness. And I just walk off.
All right. The guy is shrugging and he thinks he's going to go look for someone else to try and help him.
Oh, I'm walking towards the temple.
Oh, okay. All
I'm
right.
done with him.
Okay. All right. So you walk towards the temple and you get there. And it is really busy right now. There's people all in there, like looking around, trying to find some kind of clues. And, you see people like pilfering any like thing they can get, any nice cloth or the such. And you're thinking this is not the best time for you to be here. There's just too many people on the way.
Oh, definitely. As soon as I walk up and I see a lot of people, I stop and I'm just like, and I just turn and I walk to like, I don't know, around the corner or something.
Okay.
Just to like try to kill time until maybe, and then keep on circling around, see if people leave.
Okay. Beautiful. And that's where we're going to leave it for there. And I need all the players, if you can, to take your headsets off and mute your volume. And if you watch this, fast forward to this part, I'll give you the thumbs up so that you know when it's time to go back on. And I'm going to ask chat not to spoil anything or say anything about what's going to happen there. So everybody give me the thumbs up when you can't hear me. Okay. So we're going to do a quick little flashback back to the woods that you just saw. And after our rogue has run off, you see that little creature turn around and he just snaps his fingers. No, that's not for you guys. He snaps his fingers and all of a sudden he just completely changes into this disgusting hooked nose creature with green eyes and pointy ears and says, "Ooze will be happy. He'll be happy." And then he starts walking off. Okay.
Yay.
Oh, we're good. Okay.
That was
thanks, guys.
quicker than I anticipated.
That was a quick one. Yep. All right. Who's next?
I don't think. Okay, so Kitty starts her days is she starts later in the morning. I don't think that's true. I think she wakes up when the sun is up to help the bar keep with upkeep. But once people start filing in, she kind of eases back and goes and sits and
Beautiful. The barkeep that you know oh so well comes up to you and says, I don't know if I'm going to totally butcher your name. I want to say it like you do. Say it again one more time. Kiri. I'll just say that. Kiri.
there you go.
Outside. I have a note for you to go in the back corner. The back alley, 2 rows down. Someone wants to speak with you.
All right then. Thank you.
This is very odd for you. This kind of shit never happens to
Those.
you. Okay. You go to where is described, and the only thing you see is low to the ground, these animal-like eyes staring in your direction.
I'm gonna head to go back in. If there's nothing out here for her. Just
All right,
animals and
you go to go back in, and you hear a low growling. And it sounds pretty mean.
and she looks down at it.
Okay. You see an absolutely giant wolf walk out from behind the alley. And a couple things. You've never seen a wolf this big, and wolves like this don't run around where you are. You've never seen anything like this here. And then you hear a whoo, whoo. And you look up, and on top of one of the awnings, you see human feet clutched like little like bird feet, like you know how they go like this, clutched the awning, and they have little stubby legs. And then you see an owl head.
Hello, both of you, I guess.
Ooh, and the owl flutters down, and you think that an owl would be graceful. This thing is like in the air, like just floundering, and the feet smack on the ground, and you see it like twitching like repeatedly, almost like it would be having a seizure. I didn't hear you. I'm so sorry.
So do you need water? I can get water.
As you say that, you see the legs start to get bigger, and the owl feathers start to fade away. And after about a minute there, standing before you is a giant male in fur strap, quite clearly to you, a barbarian. You came. I'm sorry about that. Mika taught me that spell. Him and Tantan, they were our leaders, and they are not good at that. He was never good at transporting, teleporting, and all that stuff. Oh no, I think Laura's frozen for me. Oh no.
Oh no.
She's in shock from the owl beast.
She's transforming. She's transforming.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm here.
I can hear you trying to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
She's been banished.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can now, yeah.
All right. So,
No, I guess you
Yeah.
can't hear me.
well, no, we can hear you. You're just frozen.
Oh.
But
I
we can,
moved.
yeah, you're frozen in time. Well, we'll just continue this little thing. A couple of things strike you as odd. You've heard stories of
I'm here for-
barbarians, but you've never heard of them like magical powers. Do we wanna take a quick break while you refresh your camera, or
Maybe I'm gonna try turning it on and off again to see
Okay.
if that fixes this.
I was
Sure
about
thing.
to say, if
So-
we want to go through mine, we can do mine while she's fixing her camera and stuff.
okay. Did our windows go back? Okay. Laura, are you?
Let me.
Can we
s-
hear you now?
I'm here. I can
Okay.
hear you.
And I see you too. So,
Good job.
our windows are just all messed up, so people are going to be in different spots. Oh, they went back to normal.
Oh, that's
Look
awesome.
how lucky we are. It is the gods of Greyhawk looking out for us. So, okay. So this barbarian with magic, this transforming barbarian sitting there in front of me. You, I summoned you. You listened. I knew you were honorable.
How can I help you? What do you need?
I've been watching you. Well, and he has a bag, and it's a bag full of something jingling. Looks very big. I need your help. I only ask you because I've seen how you carry yourself. You're a drunk, and no one will believe the stories you're going to tell.
You're great at this.
So, will you listen to me? And he
Yes.
jingles his. I need to get out of here. I don't belong here. I had a teleportation problem. I'm kind of stuck. I can't get myself back. And I need a distraction. There is a camp not too far away from here. It has the city guards. They're guarding it from the orcs. All I need you to do is distract them for 5 minutes while I run through. I don't want them to see me. I don't want anybody to know I'm in this town. That's why I'm taking my shape. I'll pay you 400 gold on the spot. Now, 400 gold is a lot of fucking gold. You are like, damn, we could start off any adventure right with 400 gold.
Intriguing. Why do you need to be in this camp?
Because I need to get out of here. And through the woods is the best way. I can go with my wolf. No one's gonna look for an owl. This is awkward here. People see
is.
my bad transformation. They're gonna shoot an arrow in me. In the woods, a bird's just not gonna try and mate with me. It's all good then.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Fine. Let's do this. 400's good price.
All right. So you're probably gonna need help. There's some rowdy guards. If you decide to do this, and he gives you a little like hand-drawn ship map, and there's actually, I think, bird poop on the side of it. Meet me here tomorrow. You tell me the time. What would be best for you to distract them?
So let's do nightfall.
All right. And he hands you the map. Take it, and you realize that the bird poop is still wet.
Thank you very much.
Sorry about that. It's hard to you don't even want to know where I had to carry that.
I don't want to know. God, I don't want to know.
Bird poop.
All right. And that's your little clip. And then, Abby, please tell me about your characters.
So Amara is typically gets up pretty early. She is again very familiar with the town. However, I'm guessing that the people who are also have been in the town for a while. It seems like she's traveled and come back, and she came back a little bit different. So they're not quite sure what's going on with her. So there's a lot of avoidance going on. So she gets up, kind of goes about making breakfast, puts on some very like flowy clothes and sets up I wouldn't even call it a shop or a booth. She just kind of like takes a street corner, right? And she's like and she starts trying to I do you want your fortune told? I've got cards. Do you
Nice. As you are holding up your fortune card, one of them starts to levitate in the air and hang before you. And it is the card of death.
wait just a second, I actually have that card.
Yes!
Can't have a tarot deck without the death card.
Also, I've got the really freaky like Crowley deck, so it looks I don't know if you guys can see this.
Oh,
This is
wow.
the death card.
Nice.
The crap ton of symbolism in these cards is ridiculous. So
That-
Mara's Mhm. So this card kind of floats up
Mm-hmm.
to eye level. And the death card is just kind of
Sitting
and
there.
Mhm. And Amara is just staring at it with a if anybody was observing her, she has a new seriousness to her. She all of a sudden holds herself a little bit differently. She stands up a little bit straighter and looks a little bit more attentive, a little bit more clear as she's looking at this death card, and she plucks it from the air.
As you pluck it from the air, it changes. It is now the card of life, of rebirth. You have that one too? Is there
Yes.
such a card?
There's a couple. There's like the Fool, which is kind of like at the start of a new journey. When you're starting a new journey, you're a fool because you don't really know what's going on. Or there could be like the Sun. But we'll go with the Foolish Man.
Okay. Let's just say the foolish man, everybody knows the foolish man symbolizes rebirth.
Or like rebirth, right?
Okay. All right. And you hear a voice in your head. Oh, they're saying death is also rebirth. That's okay. Double rebirth.
Yeah. It's been a while
So-
since I've read tarot, so
Triple
voice.
dog rebirth.
Ugh.
In your head. You have been touched with a dark gift.
And in my mind, it's very much I'm thinking, yes, I know this. This has been established.
You say that out loud?
No.
Okay. I need someone like you. Someone nobody knows. Nobody suspects.
And again, in my head, this isn't out loud. Amara just kind of thinks to herself, I've been my whole life, I've done something for somebody, unless there's a legitimate reason why you need me. You can just go fuck off, because
If only you knew who you were speaking with, you would not treat me with such disrespect.
apologies. I do not know who I'm speaking to. My name is Amara. And who do I have the pleasure of addressing?
I know who you are. I chose you, remember?
Again, apologies for the rudeness. And you kind of see if anybody's observing, her face gets visibly paler. What do you need from me?
Look up. Look at me. Look ahead. As you look ahead, you just see a shimmer in the air. that could almost be an outline of a person, but it's all kind of, you know, it's just a shimmer. It's like somebody took Victoria's Secret sparkles and like painted it.
Ooh, yeah.
You cannot see me, can you?
I can't see a
No, but
corporal
then
form.
I've been killed twice, and now I'm cursed. And that is why I need you. Someone no one would suspect.
Okay. What do you need me to be non-suspecting about?
I need you to get my tiara.
All right. You need a tiara. Now, who's your tiara? I haven't had the pleasure of knowing who I'm addressing.
You will when you help me end part of this curse. And then you will bow and you will thank me for choosing you.
And where can I find this tiara?
You can find them in the ruins to the south. It has been buried by hoarders.
Okay.
And she will give you very specific instructions.
Okay. As this is all going on, does Amara get any vibes from this voice? Does she get the feeling that it's malevolent? Is it just kind of like a weird voice in her head?
The vibe you get is ancient and powerful, but not necessarily malevolent.
Okay.
And I will say
And-
that because you are in touch with it.
And does it seem that it's definite that this is kind of like a real thing going on? This seems pretty even though it's all like in my head and there's like a shimmer there. Is it pretty like I've got specific instructions since Amara's got specific instructions now.
I see the doubt on your face. And as she says that and hisses out face, you feel a sudden chill. And basically, just we'll say like a fear spell cast upon you. You are petrified. There's no save you're ever going to make. You feel chilled to the bone. You feel like you're going to shit yourself as like fear is just twisting your bowels and you feel nauseous and you start to sweat. And then you hear a in. It's starting to leave you.
Okay. Okay, I don't. No more doubt. No, nothing in my mind could make up those specific instructions. Again, apologies.
You will need help. You cannot do this alone. I don't even know if you can do it with help, but we shall see.
Okay. Get help. Go to the south. Get your tiara to break part of the curse. I will try. Okay.
And that
Amara,
will end your little scene there. And then we're going to have you all meet up. But there's something really important I forgot to tell chat and everything. And that is about Divine Flavor. It's actually Divine Favor, but we call it Flavor Flav is in the house. So what that is if you donate bits to the stream and we get to 100% on that little meter there, we get Divine Favor for our players. And what that is we roll a die and see who gets it. And then they roll a d6. And depending on what they roll, depending on the help they can get, it all goes from a natural 20 to 20 on a skill to a reroll, all kinds of good stuff. So if you're rooting for these guys, I wish there was something where you could root for me and do shit so I can sabotage them, but I'm gonna try and convince you. So that was that. I forgot to tell you guys about Divine Favor. It saved my ass, Lara's ass on Sunday night on the stream there. So it is something that does come in wicked handy. We had a big war and I used my perfect skill and it was clutch. So, all right. And yeah, if she rolled a natural 20, maybe she wouldn't have felt it so much, but she was going to feel this no matter, at least for tonight.
Yeah.
I'm also a rule breaker, which I'll say, and I also kind of play 5e like 3.5. So I'm going to ask you for wisdom, will save, and you'll be like,
Yeah.
Danny, don't you need wisdom? I'm going to be like, no, fuck off, just roll the dice. You know what I mean? So, so just a warning. I'm not, you know.
Save.
Phew. Okay.
I feel like each of us are getting scammed right now.
Yeah, right?
Amara's getting catfished.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who this fucking lady spirit is who wants the tiara. Trying to.
Well, let's let you guys talk about it. Boom. We fast forward to the really dirty name, the Gargling Swallow. That's fucking wretched. I love it. And there's I guess outside there would be a picture of a bird with a very erect worm coming out of its mouth.
Seems appropriate.
Perfect.
Yeah, okay. So you guys are at the gargling swallow. You're eating up for your nightly meal. Or nightly drink. Which counts as meals.
Yeah.
So Carver again is in the table in the farthest back corner he can get, hoping that he can finally have a peaceful meal. Just eating, not even looking up.
And
And
Wow. Players, you are loved, by the way, because you were getting bits thrown at you. So thank you, everybody that's
I-
throwing bits. That's amazing and awesome. So, wow.
Sprinkling little bits.
Yeah.
Kiri would really like Carver's company because I think there's a nice little bond that is starting to form there. So she would find him and sit next to him and just not say anything.
I think he'd like stop, look, and just be like,
Good night, Leechum. Sorry. Cat butt, first cat butt of the stream.
"Hey."
So you two are staring at each other, awkward turtle-like.
Oh no, he just looked, made eye contact, then went right back to eating.
Okay.
Little like, hey, I see you, head nodding.
Like,
Face
thanks for not
forward.
asking me any questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amara, oddly enough, is in the corner, being quiet, not sitting with anybody, just kind of scanning the room with an unusually solemn look on her face.
And I think Lyceum maybe comes through the front door and has a serious look too, and then kind of as he sees people, is like, my people. And I think he kind of makes whatever wave he does to the bartender and grabs whatever drink. It doesn't matter if it was actually his or not, just the drink that was coming, and grabs the drink and points right over at Carver and Kiri. There they are. Hello, hello. Did you miss me? Did you have anything going on today? Did anything happen?
Sounds like maybe you had something happen.
Yeah, I lost 2 gold. Some little guy in the woods. What am I going to do? I lost 2 gold. But that's really it.
You got bested
What?
by a halfling,
I'm not sure he was a halfling, actually.
a gnome.
But, yeah, I think I did.
Weak.
All right. I'm going to tell the story different next time, okay? I'm going to say it was 2 of them, and I'll think about it. What do you think? What happened with you all? While I think, please.
Something weird did happen today.
What?
He came to me for some help.
Yeah, that's
Gotta
kind of
do
weird. I
that
wouldn't go to you to
now.
help.
Who would go to you for help?
Actually, I help with with helping them.
Sorry, I'm booked.
I hear you. So Amara, where's Amara? I was gonna ask her.
Don't go looking for that one.
About
Um,
that time, I think, yeah, we see Amara. Amara, come over. Come on, come on. And I kind of scoot Carver around. Scoot, just come on, just scoot
I
around.
don't move whatsoever.
Trixie,
I'm only 5'6", but I'm 215 pounds. I'm not moving.
Mara takes a deep breath. Oh, hello, compatriots. I didn't see you over there. Of course, let me come and sit down. How is everybody today? Are we doing well?
Yes.
Oh, well, okay then. Good to see everybody.
How was your day, Amara? I mean, we were just talking about what great days we had.
It was a strange day. Very, very strange. I feel I must soon journey south. I have a
See you later.
Thank you. I appreciate you, but yes. So, I don't know if any of you good people are planning on staying in this town, but if you are planning on going south, I would love to travel with you. Hello, Stream Kitty. How are you doing?
Sephiroth loves the streams. He keeps his butt nice and clean just for it.
Yeah.
So what's south? Where are you going? What's going on?
I'm not quite sure. South.
Shocker.
Feeling something. I need to travel south.
Okay.
Don't let us keep.
Oh, well, that's all the news for me. How about you good people? So interesting hearing the different stories of your days and such.
Carrie, what were you saying about help? Somebody asked for your help. What's going on?
Yes, somebody for some reason needs to cross a camp. Well, and
Cross a camp and what, my dear? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last part.
owl. They like to be an owl.
Oh.
They need help walking.
Can't owls
Need
fly?
help. They need help flying, but they don't want the camp to see them flying them. I help them if y'all would like to help them. We help them.
What camp?
The camp he told me is what
It
I
is
say.
it's a border camp, and you know what he's talking about there.
The border camp.
So, Amara, you have to go south, and Kira, you have to help an owl fly. Carver, do you have to help a wizard do magic? I told a joke.
Oh.
No? Oh, okay.
No, it was fun.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just sitting there, just like, ugh. I don't want to talk to these people.
So where's this camp? Is it south, perchance?
Sure,
Is it?
maybe so.
Yeah.
Oh,
As
well,
happenwoodstance, it is south.
that's very convenient. Oh, of course. Of course, if you're going south as well, and I'm going south, I would be more than happy to come with you and help you on your noble quest to help an owl to fly or walk or.
Yeah, I still don't get this. First of all, talking owl, like, is it an owl person?
Yes. He's a person who transforms into an owl, like a druid,
Way to bury the
a
lead.
barbarian.
Oh. Huh.
A barbarian that can transform?
Yes, I did not ask a lot of questions that I'm realizing now I maybe should have.
Questions are a good thing. They help you find answers.
Or they annoy the shit out of people?
Oh, Carver, with your glumness.
I'm gonna like you guys.
Sorry. Okay. And I think he kind of scoots his chair around. So, yeah. When do we leave? Where are we going? What's happening?
We said tomorrow at nightfall, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah. You have a whole day to get drunk.
Perfect. Yeah, tomorrow nightfall. I figured that'd be
Carver.
best for playing.
Carver, would you get a second? I would like to have a word with you, of course. It's not urgent, just tonight whenever you get a chance.
I don't know. I might be busy.
Yes, I understand this. However, I really would like a word with you.
This armor
Tonight.
ain't gonna polish itself.
Mm, Perhaps I could talk to you while you are polishing your armor. Yeah, what's the saying? Kill two birds with one stone.
I mean,
It will be quick, I
I was
promise.
gonna walk around the town. Not polish my armor.
GM question: is polishing your armor half work for like masturbation?
No, he doesn't get innuendo.
Okay. Oh,
He's
okay.
not an he is very straightforward. If he thinks something, he's gonna let you know that that's what he thinks.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he actually even knows what masturbation is.
Poor thing. Oh my god.
Oh, I was about to say. We're not going to get into that right now.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm gonna walk around the town.
Again, and Amara looks at him unknowingly seriously. I need to talk to you at some point tonight.
When don't you need to talk to somebody?
I promise it won't be long. This is unusually serious.
You? Fine. Let's just talk now. We're here.
Lyceum, seeing that they're not going to move, is kind of like, drink my drink. I got to get another drink. He kind of gets up and starts walking over to the bar.
Well, Doc,
Why don't you take a quick walk with me? I
why
just
why
a
can't we
quick.
do it here?
Just
Go. I'll go.
Sorry, I know. I apologize.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you two go.
Sorry, Kiri. Sorry, Lyceum. And as they go, I kind of turn to Carter like, you are the fucking worst at being subtle. For
Right.
fuck's sake. Oh my god. Okay. What do you know about death?
A lot. I worship
Oh.
the god of death.
I know. So I might need your help. Do you know anything about a being who's died twice, has a curse, and something about a tiara?
Do I know anything like that?
No. I mean,
That's oddly specific, but no.
Nothing.
you can roll, and if you get a 20, I can give you a hint.
You know how I roll. Let's see. No, 3.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay.
So no, nothing. That doesn't ring a bell.
What does it mean to die twice? How could they?
Maybe they died. They were brought back as a lich, and they died again.
How often does that happen, though? It's not very often.
You know how many necromancers there are in this world?
I mean, I've heard stories. Apologies. I just thought, in all seriousness, if you don't have anything going on, Carver, I would very much appreciate your aid with our group to aid the owl, and perhaps
Now-
something.
Did you say that this thing is alive again? Like it's undead? Because if it's
No.
undead, I'm gonna kill that fucking thing.
No, it's not undead.
Oh, then never mind.
Shit. Good to know that you're very gung ho about no one dead in this territory.
Well, that's unnatural.
Yes. Okay. But as I said, you know what? Never mind. I didn't say anything. Just forget it. It's not important.
Perfect. Thank you.
I had a feeling. Come back, Lyceum.
Lyceum's deep in conversation with Carrie. Carrie, you're an expert. I need to know what you know about this red wine right here. Is it any good at all? Is it any good at all? Should I waste my gold on it?
I would recommend brandy instead. But the red wine starts tasting very good.
Okay, yeah. I knew I liked you for a reason. All right. So I order the red anyway.
Cutie sees you ordering the red anyway, and walks back to the table.
Nice talk. Great talk.
And there's a bard going on now, and everybody's in their cups, and everybody's starting to get rowdy. You realize with this kind of rowdiness, it's getting towards the end of the night here at the Gargling Swallow.
If it's getting really loud, then Carver's gonna just get up and leave.
Bye, Carver.
Mm.
Thanks for nothing.
Amara, what did you say to Carver? He's such an agreeable fellow.
I said goodbye. I said thank you for his presence. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Presence, huh? Yes.
His company, his general aura or whatever. And as Amara's drinking more, you notice that like the dreaminess and I can feel your aura and the social awkwardness is slowly dissipating into one of pure like cynicism and sarcasm of just like what the fuck, I don't give a shit.
Nice.
Beautiful. All right, Carver, where are you going?
Just up to the room.
Okay.
It got too loud and too ruckus, and he's like, I need to be quiet. I need to go in my room and meditate.
Okay. You go to your room, and you notice that you go to put your key in the door, and you don't need to click it. It is already unlocked.
All right. So I guess the question is, I probably would leave my weapons in my room, right? They probably
That's up to
frown with
you.
me. Oh, well, if they have no problem, then I have my mace with me. So I just draw the mace and kick open the door.
Okay.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Okay. You kick open the door, and your room is just like all torn apart. Your bed is flipped over, the straws pulled out of it. Any contents you had are just thrown on the ground.
Good thing I wasn't sleeping in that bed. I'm just gonna look around the room, and because I don't have a lot of possessions, so I'm just gonna, I guess, gather up what I can and see if anything's missing.
Okay. Nothing is missing. You just find on there a little black piece of cloth tied around, like gnarly, ragged cloth tied around one of your satchels. You do not do that.
So I'm just gonna hold it up and inspect it. I don't know. Does it have any smell to it?
Mm, smells like death. Smells like old earth and decay.
Hmm.
It's very offensive to you.
So
Now
I'm
that-
gonna, I guess. Yeah. So I looked around the room. Did I find anything else that like I didn't expect to find, or
No,
what about the window? Is the window open?
the window is not open.
All right. I'm gonna turn around and storm back and confront Amara. I'm like, did you do this? You were talking about death earlier. Did you do this?
Amara turns around. What does she see specifically besides Carver stomping up to her with whatever he's holding?
He's holding a piece of black rag.
I kind of look at the rag. It doesn't look familiar, right? Correct?
No.
I went to go up to my room, and it was ransacked. And then this little doohickey was tied around my stuff, and it smells like death.
It smells like death.
We were talking about death.
As in the spirit death or as in like decaying bodies death?
That one.
Decaying bodies. No, I did not do that then.
What did y'all talk about?
Yeah, Lyceum
is
looks at
happening?
Kiri and is like, what in the world's going on?
We had a small conversation. Again, not of importance. Just about death and shit about death.
She was asking me about this thing that supposedly died twice, and there's some tiara and invisible shit talking to her.
I'm a crazy fortune teller. I get weird feelings about stuff. Again, it's nothing. Ignore it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
She's
but-
pretty adamant about it
Oh.
earlier.
If it upsets you, it's not nothing. Upset. It's ruining my buzz. So let's figure this
Well,
out.
my room got ruined, so
What? It ruined his room.
and maybe you shouldn't drink so much. You know, like
Me?
when you're drunk, you're not as sharp as you should be.
Me?
No, all of you.
You should- Wow.
I like just quick like tap on Kiri, like just to like test her reflexes, and like I assume you're not going to be able to block it.
At this,
No.
Amara gets very, very serious and points at Carver.
Slow reflexes.
I deserve one night of forgetting, and you are not going to take that away from me. Do you understand? Let me
Okay.
finish my fucking drink. Don't say anything else. She takes another. Right? Uh huh.
And as soon as you take that drink, the bard stops playing and everybody is clapping. And you're like, fuck, I was 30 seconds too late. The entertainment's over. And you all know signaling, this is signal that it is going to be closing up relatively soon.
I gotta get home. Oh, okay. Kiri, let me know when you want to leave for the owl adventure. The rest of you, I guess I'll see you later. As she Amara downs the rest of her ale, kind of slams it on the counter, and totters off.
I'm gonna follow her. I'm like, I ain't letting this one out of my sight.
Walk a little way and then whirl around. Yes, can I help you?
I don't trust you. You act all happy-go-lucky, and look at this. You toss my room. Then you act all crazy.
I didn't toss your room. I don't know who tossed your room. Maybe it was one of those people who rose from the dead, from the necromancers, like you said earlier. However, I have nothing more to do with you. You're not going to travel south, so
Well, I am now.
you are.
That's where you're going. I'm going there. I want to make sure you don't do anything sketchy.
And this Amara chuckles.
That's not
Make
funny.
sure I don't do anything sketchy. Um,
I'm getting tingles. A party is forming.
Sort of.
we're working on it. I might actually need somebody to keep me in line, keep me from going crazy. But
Too late.
oh, you don't know the half of it. But yeah, I guess I will see you whenever we're heading out.
Let's go
Good
now. My room is messed up. Let's go now.
Let's go now.
Yeah.
I gotta sleep off this ale.
Again, you hadn't been drinking yourself stupid.
Do you know how? And at this point, she's kind of like walking backwards and pointing to him. Do you know how hard it is to keep up a persona of being super, super crazy? Do you think I just like stand on the street telling people's fortunes for nothing?
Yes.
You're not as.
You gonna let him sleep with you tonight, Mara?
I'll let him
On the floor, like
on
no.
the floor. Yes. Yeah, whatever. It's literally like a ramshackle like apartment building. It's a super small room. I've got a mattress that's on the floor. You have the floor. Literally, you can sleep on the floor. That way you can keep an eye on me in case I do anything sketchy.
All right. You two are going to sleep, and the rest of the party is left. Not party yet. Rest of you two adventurers are still in the tavern as it is closing.
Well.
So,
What are we to do with them?
about whatever it.
No, something must be done. Something must be done, I think.
Obviously. What do you think must be done?
I don't know. That's why I'm talking to you. I thought you would have the answers.
Ever had answers?
You had to have some answers.
None of the right ones, anyway.
So I think Lyceum would kind of... Maybe there are no right answers.
Oh, it's this drunk conversation.
You guys are all gonna make me drink heavily, in a good way.
So you know that if we just let those two go off, they'll probably kill each other. I mean, and are we okay with that? You're okay with that?
Yes. Maybe. Do them.
Okay.
Oh, God, no. It's a joke. I was totally joking. That'd be terrible.
I usually am the one with the bad jokes, right? I mean, tell me true.
Yes.
Okay, so then I could tell you that was a horrible one. Let's not do that again. I don't
Bet.
think Carver likes jokes.
I don't think Carver likes period.
True, yes. So, yes. So again, what do we do?
We'll see them in the morning, and if they're not dead, then we can go from there.
Sounds like a good plan is
Kill
what
each
I
other
have.
today because perfect.
Okay, that works. Let's see what
So,
happens in the morning.
In
See you later.
and it is now the morning, and big surprise, none of you are dead yet. So you
I will
all
say
gather.
that that Carver sat against the door to the room and stayed awake the entire night, just staring.
And here is the choose your own adventure part. You guys sit around a table and you cast your vote. Where are you going?
I believe we're going south. At least that's where Amara's going with Kiri to try to help the owl thing.
I'm going wherever you're going, Amara.
I love it because Mara had drunk so much, she basically like comes home, goes home, whatever, passes out, and you're just like, "Mm, gotta see what you," and she's just like, like snoring, drooling on her pillow. Yeah.
Oh, he definitely has a big distaste for you after the night of snoring. He's like, oh my gosh, you snore so loud.
What about Leechum?
So Lycia would probably. I don't know that he really buys in yet. He knows that they want to do some things, and really, I guess from his perspective, he's probably good for going along. He's good for thinking it's going to be just a day trip or something like that, and then coming right back. So he's like, yeah, I mean, well, it gets me out of the city a little bit, and it gets me to get out a little bit. So why not?
All right. So that, well, actually, guys, can you all take off your headphones for me, please?
No,
And mute your volume. And again, I ask chat not to give anything away.
She's
And I'll
the
give you the
worst.
thumbs.
I hate
Okay.
this.
Are we good? Okay. So we go now. Like the mist comes and the mist clears, and you're in a different scene. And you are in looks like a stone room. There are books lined on it. You see a spider in the cage, and as you're looking at the spider, it is swollen with red, like just pulsating. Looks like blood and organs inside. It's almost translucent, and you can see through it. It's not like any spider you've seen. There are jars full of eyeballs and anything disgusting you could possibly imagine. And then the camera kind of pans over there to, oh, they're laughing at me. You see
Oh shit.
a background, you see a dark cloak going down, and you see on this table, and guys, I'm sorry if it's too much. We'll like, you see this cat sprayed out. It is still, its heart is still beating, and you see these white hands, tearing apart the layers of the inside and seeing what is in. And they are human sized hands, white, and they are just gaunt, and they have twisted black rings all over them, all over the rings, fingers. And then you see the hood go back just a little bit. You see these glowing eyes. They are black, all pupil and red. And you see the horrible white gaunt face, and a little bit of a smile goes on. And he continues to walk over to the side there, leaving this cat dying on the table with its heart still going. And tied to a chair is a young boy, not moving, looking corpsely bluish and dead. He has very nice finery. I'd say a young, like 16 years old, has medals on him. Definitely somebody of wealth and the such. And the hands go out in front of this gentleman. As you see, it is a male from his face, and he moves them around this boy, and all of a sudden, his eyes open, and the boy's eyes open in an unearthly, dead like glare. And the boy just stares vacantly. Okay.
Oh, and Abby walked away.
Okay.
Just
Refer
as
to
she
that.
read away.
Sorry, guys. I know nothing like leaving the players out of stuff. So
No, that's
did.
cool.
No, we actually like it.
I like mysteries.
Okay, I was trying
Yeah.
to hurry it along because I'm like, they're so pissed. Like,
Oh no. We're just gonna make fun of each other.
okay.
Yeah. I think it's fun.
So that is the end of our session 0. It was just getting to know each other, getting to know our characters, and we are going to start a whole big epic adventure next week. So I know it's a short little thing, but it's not supposed to be anything. It was deciding what path we're going to go because you are writing the story. It's not mine. I'm just going to kind of hold the torch for you all. So thank you everybody for listening. And I want to hear about you guys. Tell me what projects you're working on. What are you doing? Where can we find you? So I'm just going to go in the order my thing is. Let's go with Nathan.
Hello. So I'm not doing anything. So if you need somebody to do something, let me know. No, I hang out on Twitter, Discord, and watch Greyhawk Channel a lot. Watch a lot of streams. Listen to a bunch of podcasts, things like that. So I'm kind of active in the community.
And where can people find you?
Again, Twitter at Nathan E. Bailey.
And I know Nathan from the RPG Academy, which is an awesome network. And they brought a lot of cool people together. So, Rich, what about you?
Yeah, same with Nathan. I'm not doing too much. Like I've got some things potentially on the horizon, but I can't really talk about anything because I don't have any exact dates. But you can find me on Twitter at Quixotic. That's KWIKSOTIC. And like most Friday nights, I'm playing Overwatch. So that's the same handle on there. So if you want to come and probably kill me a lot, then do it.
Very nice. And I met Rich. He came to one of my Numenera games. And he stayed and he played with me for a long time. We played tested Numenera 2 together and we had a lot of fun. So
Yeah,
thank you.
that last creature you had us fight was pretty rough.
That was
What was it,
brutal.
like a level 9 or something?
It was nasty as fuck.
It was beautiful though.
And Laura, what about you?
I'm Laura, and I am part of a podcast called Fate and the Fable Maidens. I play Winnie. She's a halfling bard. She's very different than this character by like a lot. So this is really fun to explore this side of myself. And that's pretty much what I'm doing.
Very good. And where can people find you?
Yeah, I always forget something. Last time I forgot the name of my podcast. I can be found at Hutton Button 14.
Very good. And Abby. Oh, wait, I had to tell. I'm so sorry, Abby. Laura, I met you playing Ryan. I can't pronounce his last name, but it starts with a B. He's Lord Neptune on Twitter. He did a really cool all out of Elder Signs game, and I got to play with Laura. We were both players in it. I'm like, this girl's awesome. I want her to play with me. So she said yes. All right, and Abby, I'm sorry.
That's just totally fine. Hey, so my name is Abby Gator Frenzy on Twitter. Right now, Thursdays at 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me on the Exploding Dice channel, playing. I'm an awesome pirate. What's the campaign called? I am totally blanking.
Razor Coast.
Razor Coast. Thank you. So you can find me there. And other than that, I'm just kind of working. Sometimes I stream really, really random things. Sometimes what I've been doing most recently is, those really, really cheesy, like paperback romance novels. I'm a librarian by trade. So reviewing the most ridiculous paperback romance novels. Danny, I feel like you and I have to have a really long because there's that. And then I also, I've done Chuck Tingle. I don't know if any of you have heard of Chuck Tingle's books, but they're like,
ridiculous,
very satirical erotica that's like gay for my T-Rex professor. So they're all like gay things about either dinosaurs, unicorns, like Panjin the butt by my own butt, very like ridiculous.
But oh yeah, we need to chat.
Oh yeah, I was about to say the best thing, just so you guys know this exists. There is a book called Wet for Nessie.
Like
That's
the Loch
totally
Neck
100.
Monster.
It's totally 100% like serious. It was probably the most entertaining, ridiculous read on stream. There's a sequel that I haven't read yet, so that's coming. But yeah, check me out on Twitter, Abigator Frenzy, same as my username on chat, and I'll keep you updated.
I wrote 4 things down tonight: the name of the town, the
Mhm.
person that runs it, the name of the inn, and now Wet for Nessie.
Yes,
Thank
you know it exists now.
Priorities. Priorities.
And Abby, thank you so much for joining us. I met Abby doing Razor Coast on Thursdays, which my work schedule has kind of screwed that up, but I'm going to try and get in there soon. I love those ladies. They are awesome. And I was like, I need more Abby in my life.
I love you. Thank you.
Hey. So I am Danny. You can find me at Imperial Scum on Twitter, and that is the best place to find me. I am currently very proud of my Shadow of the Demon Lord podcast that I am in. It is called Tales of Blood and Stone. It is dark as fuck, and I love it so much. You can also see me on this channel on Sunday nights playing Ilara, an elf on Return to Greyhawk. And if you see me on Twitter, I'm doing always up to something random. So everybody, thank you so much for sticking with us. I know we had so many technical difficulties and we sound like robots and we probably should have done the dance. So we are going to work out those kinks. And then next week, our story is going to start. And I promise you, it won't be rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah, for sure.
So thank you
Yep.
so much, everybody. I hope you join us next week. Thank you for everybody that threw bits our way. If you subscribe to the Greyhawk channel, you get access to our Discord, which is really cool. All the players are on it, all the GMs are on it. We talk not only Greyhawk, but a lot of food and everything else under the sun. And it's a great community and great family. So if you subscribe to the channel, you get access to the Discord. And thank you. We are almost at Divine Favor. You may need it next week. I haven't run for level 1 characters in a really long time, so I
Oh,
hope
okay.
I don't kill you.
Especially with
no.
my ones.
Yes. All right. Love you all. We'll see you next week, and we're going to work out those kinks. Thank you so much. Bye.